Mate, how was that contest?
Yeah, look, obviously it's a windy day down here, a little bit disappointed. You go into half-time with the lead, pretty comfortable, and then come out in the second half, and obviously, they're in a relegation battle at the moment, so every game for them is a grand final. So fair credit to Southside Eagles, they played well, they rocked up, put a shift in, and obviously, it's a tough battle with this wind, like I said to you last game. But at the end of the day, a point's a point, and we'll look forward to next week. We obviously got a road trip to Toowoomba. They dropped points tonight, from what I've heard. So the comp is and top of the table lost last night. So the comp's tight. So it's still there to be played, and obviously we just got to keep pushing for the top four. I think there's 4 or 5 games to go. But look, a little bit disappointing, I think, to be honest. We obviously half-time with the lead, like I said, and to come out and sort of concede a couple of cheap goals. One's questionable from what I've heard in terms of offside, but that's football, that happens. And I had a late chance at the end and hit the crossbar, so should be bearing that as well, and you win the game. So
so centimetres in it, that last shot.
Yeah, centimetres, keep got a hand on it, but definitely centimetres. But fair credit to Southside Eagles, they rocked up and put a shift in and taken valuable points back home.
So what is it, Southwest Queensland out at Toowoomba next week?
Yeah, Southwest Queensland out there, obviously good drive and be nice and chilly, I'm sure. So they beat us last time. They're obviously coming second at the moment, and like I said, they've dropped points tonight with a draw against Pine Hills, from what I've heard. So it'll be a big game.
So still that game and a half between, say, you guys in fourth and them at the top there.
Yeah, I think there's only about 3 or 4 points in it at the moment. So, as I said, you got to take every week and try and take points every week, so you can be there or thereabouts.
And what do you take from this one for Southwest Queensland?
Well, they're a good side. They were a young side when we played, all very quick up top. We've got to be solid in defence. We know we can score goals. The goals for this season, I think we're one of the highest in the comp, but we're just conceding too many goals. So if we can tighten that up, something we've got to have to work on for next year as well. But if we can tighten that up, we'll be definitely we'll give them a good game, and obviously, it's a top 4 battle. So. Anything can happen there, and 3 points will be a massive win, and then obviously you can start to jump up the table there.
So with that 4 or 5 games left, what would you consider a successful season at the end of the year?
Oh, look, if we can make finals, I'd say that's a pretty successful season. But in saying that, I think we can go all the way. If at the end of the day, if we can rock up and put 90 minutes together, we've shown that we can beat the other teams. So, good season is I think get the finals, and a great season is going all the way. We're not really thinking too far ahead like that. The top 2, there's promotion as well. That's obviously a big call as well. But finals football is always good here in Queensland. Everyone knows that. So that's our ultimate goal.
So you'll worry about promotion if and when that pops up.
We'll worry about that when we get there. Cross that bridge, obviously. That's a big jump yet again to keep you at 1, but definitely not thinking about that. Has not been spoken about.
As I said, you'll worry about it if and when.
We'll worry about it if and when.
Who stood out for you guys today?
Oh, look, I think we played a bit of a different shape today. I think midfield was real solid. At the end of the day, we're obviously still low on troops, and they're slowly starting to come back. But we changed our shape today, and it was a whole new formation which we haven't actually played all year. So backline did a job in the first half. Midfield did a job. No real standouts. I think it's obviously 11 men on the team sheet, and all the boys seem to do well.
And good to see that you can hang it at the top of the table, even with maybe not your first side out there.
That's definitely a positive. I think it's just, as I said to you last week, with the 23s, like they play 90 and then they come and sit on the bench for us. So you sort of lack a bit of depth, and they've got tired legs, and it's definitely something we have to build on for next season, is to really try and ensure we got, a solid squad throughout the whole season.
Yeah. Anything else?
No, mate, all good.
All right,
Thank you very much.